Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a really quick one-page layout using scrap pieces left over from my ScrapRoom design team layout, in which I used the Legendary collection from Pinkfresh Studio and Paige Evans. So if you missed that first layout, I did a grid layout and I had these scrap pieces left over. So what I decided to do is kind of just layer them. I have one photo and I've kind of been looking at it, not really knowing how to scrapbook it. It is my son and I in the back of a police car. So in one of the grades, I can't remember which one, they do a tour of the police department. And his teacher thought it would be funny if him and I got in the back seat of the police car. So that is what I am documenting. So one of the papers has kind of like a phone, and I decided to fussy cut one of those out. The viral moment. I just thought that was kind of cool, cute. I don't know. I initially struggled with this collection before I went to She Loves Color and took a class using the collection by Paige Evans. And it really kind of inspired me to maybe think outside the box. A lot of times I am a very, very themed scrapbooker, and photos like this kind of, I don't know, challenge me. So this one here has kind of a lot of trending and, I don't know, epic moment and all of that type of thing. I just decided to go with it and go with a whole bunch of the phrase stickers. So once I kind of get these all layered, I did try to kind of keep the margins the same, but with layering like I did, the top obviously is a little bit shorter than the rest. So my photo is going to be matted in white, and then I actually am going to pop that up on foam tape. I don't know actually if this is completely centered or not. I didn't actually measure it. I just kind of placed it there. And once I kind of started looking at the embellishments, you can see that I have that phone kind of on the left. However, it has a red background. And once I kind of looked at all of the embellishments that I have, I also took inspiration from Paige and decided to kind of do tone-on-tone embellishing, using up a handful of maybe random embellishments. So I am going through the sticker sheet, and I have a couple of pieces of ephemera left, but they weren't going to really work with the photo or the colors, so I don't use those. So really the majority of what I have is off of the sticker sheet, and then I do use one of the chipboard phrases that are in the bottom left corner of the screen right now. When I get the Flavors of the Month kit, I also get the add-on kits, the pattern paper kit, the embellishment kit, and the Shots of Life kit, which is a pocket page kit. So that is why I have all types of different embellishments. You will get kind of usually one type of embellishment per kit. Obviously the pattern paper kit is just extra papers. But like the enamel shapes would have been in one of the kits, the ephemera a different, and then the sticker sheet in a different one. So here is where I kind of just start with the random embellishing, just going with the tone on tone. So the red and this kind of aqua in the bottom, I like the spacing of those. This one here, I have a whole bunch of extra space. I am going to use the trending, and then there's this epic moments, I think is what it says. I am going to add down to the bottom, and I'm okay with it overhanging. I decided, you know what, it doesn't all have to be in the square, so why not kind of overhang it a little bit. So now I am going into my stash. I don't have a lot of twine. That is one thing I need to kind of stock up on, actually. And I find this really random small piece of black and white twine. I am actually going to add to the tag there and have that kind of hang off the top as well. I actually just got done creating the ScrapRoom Christmas mini album that I got, and that's kind of when I realized I need some twine, I need some ribbon. Those are the little extra pieces that I don't normally buy, so that is definitely going to be on my radar when I go to the store next. So here are some extra little pieces, maybe not necessarily tone on tone, but I wanted to kind of add more to them. So I add a circular piece to the bottom and then this black circular piece on top. That one on the record. I thought that was kind of cute to add to the layout as well. So really a really quick layout. I think in real time it only took me maybe 13-14 minutes. But again, I had scraps left to use, and maybe I would say kind of a limited assortment of embellishment. So keeping it tone on tone really did help kind of speed up the process. Not a lot of thinking there when it came to kind of placements of the embellishments. So just finishing off with the enamel hearts. I'm using the white or off-white and the black ones, and just scattered those throughout each of the squares. So in a sense, this is kind of a grid layout as well, with using those 4 pattern papers or the scrap pieces that were left over. But I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. Definitely check out the ScrapRoom for this amazing collection. I'm actually really enjoying creating with it. So definitely check it out. You get 4 kind of mini collections in the Flavors of the Month kit. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.